Hey, welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everybody. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now. I appreciate it. For educational purposes only. And we are day 12 from transplant. And they are looking gorgeous. Look at those things. Just praying. Praying. And the one we direct sowed, look at that, way ahead of everything else. These up here, these are the citrus craze. Oh, these are blue jasmine. Blue jasmine from APSU. That's APSUsoil.com. They are a sponsor for this grow. We also got the Grandmasters, grandmasterleds.com, discount code Yellow Skunk, and we got the Grassroots fabric pots. Same discount code. You can go to their website. They've got these fabric bags with the plastic lining in them. They're for living soil, for microbes, holds moisture. I know I don't have the soil in here, but I wanted to, showcase just underneath there. You can see the fabric lining, so that the plastic comes down to a certain point, giving you about 2 inches, 2.5 inches of air space down here, and then the rest is plastic. Awesome for water retention. Check out spinach, cherry tomatoes, cucumber. Our tomato plant we're letting it go freestyle. It did crack on us down here at the base because I was holding it up with that stick. And this is where I had the stick, and it got top heavy and broke off on the stick. I was like, you know what? Why do that when I can just let it lay? And I'm holding it together, trying to keep it from, trying to help it a little bit. There's our squash. We had a dead minnow this morning. Went into the turtle pond. So Cooter and Scooter are over there devouring that right now. So we got some dill. Our basil is looking great. We got some sage coming. So we're down to, I think, 15 minnows now. Go over here and see if we see. They've already devoured that minnow. That thing is gone. What's up, Plinko? That minnow had no chance with you turtles, did it? Scooter and Scooter just devoured dead minnows. Oh, damn. Plinko went running over there. There's Pooter. There's Plinko. That's Scooter. And Cooter behind. So we know we don't have to feed. The only thing we have to feed really is Pooter over there. Just throw him a couple nuggets every once in a while. Digger's dug in. I haven't seen Digger in a couple of days. I'm assuming he's dug in over there, or he's underneath here. Look at that. He's probably up in the cave somewhere. He'll come out when he wants to. Let's check out these. These are raspberries. Over here in the other bed. Looking pretty good. They don't look as good as the ones over here in the super soil. I mean, this is all APSU super soil. So this here you can get at apsu.com. It's a one-time buy. I mean, it's expensive. I ain't gonna lie, but you can literally run. You can buy a bag and get 2 to 3 runs, depending on what you're growing in it. But Dennis at APSU is telling me I can get 3 runs out of a 10-gallon bag. So I can put, and they've done it, you can fill a 10-gallon bag of the super soil, plant a plant, grow it through flower, harvest, plant another plant, grow it through flower, harvest, plant another plant, grow it through flower, harvest, and then it would be time to re-amend. I know it's unheard of. I've never seen it done before, but we're going to try it. We're going to do it right here. We're going to do it. Well, I don't have enough soil right. I'm waiting on soil, but this right here is nothing but water and pure super soil. And living soil, excuse me. It's not pure. It's got his living soil, and I mixed living soil with super soil. So the top layer is super soil. Then I did some living soil, which is pretty close to the same, but not as many additives. And then super soil, and then a clay layer, and then sand, silt, clay, pea gravel for the e-horizon. So if you're not familiar with this whole setup here, it's got a pond liner in it down here. So all of this from the floor up to here, about 12 inches, 10 inches to be exact, is nothing but pea gravel, sand, silt, clay. And then we've got a reservoir hole over here. This is a trap hole. This goes to the floor. I know you can't see it because of the light, but it goes all the way to the floor. If we get water down there, we know we're wicking too much. Right now, we're only wicking in one spot, and you can see it. Like I haven't watered the top, so you can see the water line of how that water comes in. So we connected a little bit right here, and you can see the water line. It's come all the way over here. See the dry, and then that's wet. And we have not watered in 2 days. That line comes all the way around, and we've also got it connected right here. So we've connected the sand, silt, pea gravel to the soil, and you can see the moisture line. Doesn't make it all the way to here, but I'm pretty sure that underneath that, just that layer there, there's plenty of moisture. And you can see that the spinach is loving it. So all we really, when we start connecting around the edges here, so we need a little bit more soil. So we're waiting on the soil. We're going to fill in this all the way up to the top, and then all we have to do is, like I guess did here, build a pile up and bring that sand and silt over the wall, connect it to the soil, and voila, you've got water, endless amount of the right amount of water. If you connected all of this in a big spot, you'd have too much water. So just a little line like that, that's what I've learned. A little line is all you need. And then if you came over here and gave a little line up here, it would keep this little section moist. And so on around the creek wall. So you can actually see it now that we've let it dry out a little bit. And the plant roots will seek out the moisture. So we want big roots. And if we want big roots, we've got to let them kind of fight and hunt for water. Not too much though. You can see all of these are just dialed in, man. Sweet potato is insane. Look at this. All we did was plant a sweet potato there, like a half of a sweet potato that had some sprouts on it that I had sitting on the kitchen table. And it went crazy. Here's the one we direct sowed. So next time, on the next run, I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna be transplanting. I'm gonna be direct seed, direct boom, seed, right beside the old one. I'm not gonna remove the root ball or anything. I'm just gonna plant right beside it. Look at that. Look at the difference. Huge difference. That's transplanted. That's not. That's direct sow. I just threw the seed over there. Go figure. Oh, and I saw these holes. Look at these. They look like huge, like skink holes. Like skink or something's been in here digging holes or... Look at that. All down through here. Really look at them. Look, you can almost see them. Boom. 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 Like something just worked its way on around. Who knows? A creek. Oh, the shrimp we put in. I have seen shrimp, but they hide up in that algae really well. Hopefully they're up in there breeding as we speak. But yeah, they're really hard to see right now because there's only 10 of them in here, so there's plenty of room to hide. I'm looking for some right now. I know you probably can't see them, but these is all roots here. The algae is built up. I'm just going to remove some of this algae. Place it in the garden. This is what we got to do. This is how we got to steward the bed. Steward the creek is the most important. We've got to get this. We need the algae, but we've got to maintain it. We've got to make sure that we don't let it overtake. And that just takes a little stewardship. This is basically doing like a filter change if you were running a fish tank. So by pulling algae like this, it's like me cleaning my filter on my filtration tank, on my fish pond, or my fish tank, whatever you're running needs filtration. You know, most outdoor ponds have like bog filters and stuff. Those need to be cleaned every once in a while, you know. Well, the filtration over here is the actual algae, string algae that's growing naturally by the light. And this is what we have to do to clean our filtration. The creek is the filtration box. That's how you gotta look at this. Gotta make sure I'm not pulling shrimp out of here. They're quick little bastards though. They're like gangsters of the creek. They're quick. And they don't take no shit. And then we just come through here like this. Release. This ivy is gonna be taking a dirt nap here. Sure is two. See this? It's like two running across here. Maybe we could just bring this one over here. Set it right there. Let it run around the edge here. This algae slows the creek flow up, so we have to get it out of here, maintain consistent water flow, and that will help us tremendously without needing filtration. That was the whole point behind this. I wanted this nutrient, I wanted this in my soil. Now how do we get it there without, using a filtration box and catching it in the filter and then taking it out and then pouring it into the soil? I wanted to trap it in the algae and then get it into the soil. Let the critters eat the algae while at the same time eating the poo, releasing the nutrients to the plants naturally, safely and quickly, the way nature intended it to do, with no filtration. And so far it has worked out pretty well, as long as you don't go messing. I've noticed the light affects everything in here, so you have to be very careful with these Grandmaster LEDs because they're full spectrum, but they're also tunable spectrum tuning, and you are your own worst enemy, I promise you, when it comes to fucking shit up. So this is the only pad we have right here, this nitrate pad. It's a big old thick green pad. Catch a lot of this before it goes into the pond, and then we just take this pad here is all we use to catch the last little bit before it goes in, and it doesn't catch it all. Of course, we don't want it to catch it all. We want to cycle it and let it keep cycling, All this stuff gets run through multiple times. It's not just run through the worm and then uptaken by the plant. It's run through the worm and then run through the isopods, and then run through protozoa, and run through, if you don't know what protozoa are, they're part of the soil food web, like kind of the little things we can't see. You need a microscope to see protozoa, and they're all different types of protozoa, kind of like human beings, all different types of us. Big ones, little ones, small ones, different types, different breeds, different all types of things. But it's kind of a succession, a staged succession. A poop loop. That's the easiest way I can think of, is the shit loop. Something big eats something small eats something small and smaller, all the way down to the bacteria and fungi. And the bacteria and fungi, and with these plants are using the microbes to go out there and mine nutrients from all that bacteria and fungi. And fungi is connecting, going into and out of the rhizosphere, the root zone. It's so complicated, yet so interesting. If this one plant looks like two. Huh. Weird. This thing, I don't know what that is, but it's growing. Monstera. Looks like I got all the scale bugs off, or ones I saw anyway. We went over it with a. I had most of them down here. Might be one right there, speaking of the devil. But I got most of them with just a little bit of with a wet rag. And you can use Microbes Plus from Brandon Russ. You can use like a lactic acid bacteria usually does it. Lost Coast Plant Therapy does it. A little bit of alcohol will do it on a rag. Or you can just use what God gave you. That's what I did. Whenever I see pests, this right here is your number one, man. The farmer is the best, or the gardener is the best pest protector. You don't have to go spraying on everything. You can just remove them. You see them. Get them the hell out of there. And then look into maybe getting some beneficial insects, depending on how you're growing, of course. But beneficial insects, they do sell beneficial insects. You can go to Nature's Good Guys, MI Beneficials. There's a bunch of them. All you gotta do is type them. You got the internet, just Google beneficial insects for sale, and you'll get a slew. The internet's a fabulous thing, and it's a piece of shit too. So, what are you gonna do? Can't live with it. Can't live without it, right? I know we heard that before, man. Here's some algae pulled out. Some of this is getting sent to Mo. We'll be looking at that algae. This is, you can see the difference in color. It's like a brown, slimy type algae here. But then if you come up here to the top, we're getting this lime green looking algae. You can see the difference. See the brown to lime green. So she's changing, that's for sure. Look at this. Ooh. Set that right down there on. Let it dry out. This is what it dried out. This is what it turns into. There's no bugs over here yet. No isopods over here. Everything is staying. What I'm seeing is everything is. If it's over here, it's staying over here. It's not transferring over. It wants to be over here because this is where all the food is. This is why I'm kind of scared to put a mulch layer over here. I've got a little bit, but I've been just chopping and dropping as I get growing, you know. Chopping the grass, dropping the grass from over there. I haven't taken anything from over here and put it over there. Because this over here is cray. Cray, I say. Crazy. Oh, that's that fish. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. It's completely gone, guys. Look at that. Black soldier fly running through it. That was I just put that in yesterday. I literally just put that in yesterday. And it's nothing but a shell with a black soldier fly running through it. How awesome is that? And it tells me that we got black soldier fly larvae down there. How cool is that? Now I got bugs crawling on me. Mites. Alright, I think that's it for today. We might go live today. I should be around here, I'm thinking. Oh, check this out. It's coming in from under the door. Everything wants to get in here. Coming in from under the door. So, APSU, soil.com, Grandmaster LEDs, discount code Yellow Skunk. Grassroots fabric pots, discount code Yellow Skunk. I'm telling you, it's expensive, but it's worth every freaking dime. You'll never buy another soil again. Pulse Grow, discount code Yellow Skunk. And that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. Or check me out on live today sometime. Peace.